how would I create a course on Coursebox? Let's start with that. So there's a few different starting points. If I've got a PDF, as an instructional designer, I'll often write a 20-page Word document laying out my table of contents, how I want to structure this course. I'll break that down page by page. I'll have an image here, some text, then I'll have some sort of assignment. So that will be my starting document. So let's say I've got a PDF like that and I'm going to start. I don't really need to describe the course because Coursebox will understand what's in this document. So all I have to do is click on that box, upload it, and this is a PDF that's actually a training course about how to use and scale your business with Coursebox. So that's what the context of that PDF is. And all I've done is uploaded it. You'll see that this is pre-selected using as course structure. Now there's two options there. I can untick it, which makes it a much more creative course structure that Coursebox will create. Otherwise, if I leave it selected and click save and continue, that's going to use that as the source of truth. And now we're basically going to create a course from that document by clicking generate, and off we go. Now there are some other options in there you can look at. For example, we will recommend a course description, which is going to help inform your overview page. We will also define the audience. So that's all in the settings there, but it's as simple as that. Upload a document, click generate, and off we go. Even at that point, you can decide, there's a little option if you want to first have a look at the course structure or if you wanted to just go and build the course. I prefer to look at the structure first, and that way I can just confirm it, edit it, refine it until I'm really happy, then I'll build the course, because it's always a bit harder once the whole course has been built. So that's what we're seeing here behind me. Can we see this? Yeah, here, let's have a look. So we've got a title and some objectives and a description for what the course is all about, and some tags as well. And then as we scroll down, you'll see that there's an introduction and a welcome. Now we don't need that replicated because my document had both. We're going to remove that first one. And it's really strictly trying to follow that document, but it always provides an overview. So we've removed that first section, and that's how you can work with this structuring program. Now you can also add in more pages and quizzes and assignments, but I think that's a really good starting point for my introduction section. And then we're going to get to know the platform, how to create a course, what are the assignments. But you'll see this is actually following a flow very similar to my PDF that I've uploaded. And then when you're ready, save and continue. You'll see it's generating the course, and it explains, just wait while we're creating the structure and generating the content. It does take not very long to start seeing the results of this. We used to have it so that you just see the text flowing down the screen like ChatGPT, but now we've got so many algorithms building out different chunked sections of the course. It takes a little bit longer, but sometimes it's better to wait for something higher quality rather than just to see something quickly. And that's the approach we're going with here. A bit like if you're using deep research with ChatGPT, wait a little bit longer and you get deep referencing, and it's a much better output. So that's what we're seeing here. It's loading. It's actually written all this content in the back end, and now what it's doing is it's applying adult learning principles to chunk down that learning into different sections. It's thinking about what sort of iconography can we have, because we don't want just a text page. And then it's going to be building out those interactions down the page. So here we go. On the left, you can see it's already built out the entire structure immediately there. And that's what I showed you that I confirmed. And so that just saves so much time by itself, and you don't have to go and create each activity. You can start working on this course even while it's building your pages. And I'll show you one example. Down on the bottom right, you'll see that this is our chatbot tutor, Course Creator Ali. Now you can edit that name, you can change the picture. She's saying welcome, and I can just test this out as a learner. Hi, what's this course about? And we can start just testing out the chatbot there. And you can see how quickly she's responded. Also, if I click on edit course, I can actually start working on this course, but you can see it's already finished building this first page. So I'm in edit mode. It's what you see is what you get. We've got the top section, which is a banner. Then we've moved into a more traditional HTML editor, and you can actually use the HTML if you want to embed an iframe or something like that. You'll also see that we create audio bar, so you can click play. And we've even got a feature for your learners where they can just have audio only. So the whole course acts a bit like a podcast, but it's more interactive. You can actually answer quiz questions and assignments as a learner. And all of this goes through into our mobile apps. Let's go into preview mode. So up here, I can click on the preview icon anytime, see what the learner would see here. And you can see that's much more beautified, and I can look at my chatbot. Over here, we've got an image, sort of a timeline, just explaining what's in the course. As I scroll down, we've got some flip cards the learner will be able to interact with, and keep scrolling down. This is a new feature, so just some iconography or basic images on the left, and then breaking down into chunks what is being explained. So that's page 1. And then on the left, you'll see this menu has been collapsed, but you can open it up anytime. Same with the chatbot, close that anytime. And this up here is the button I was talking about. So you can go into listen mode as a learner, true on the mobile apps. This is all mobile friendly, by the way, so if you're on a mobile, it will work just beautifully. And you can see the difference there. We've got this play bar, and it auto continues to the next page.
Coursebox AI serves as a revolutionary platform.
If you've got that enabled. Now, how do I edit this page further? Well, I can click edit course, and down the bottom you'll see all these different options. The first one is AI. So we can generate more images with AI, or you can upload your own, and you can create some carousels as well. Or we have a stock image library, so just select from all the stock images. It actually will extract images out of your PDF that I've uploaded, so we've got that. And I'll just click into it to show you what I mean. So these images have all been generated by AI, and they are spotted throughout the document. Also, my PDF didn't have any images in it, so there would normally be an extracted images tab here, pulling in any extra images from the documents. And there's also stock images. Now, in that AI menu, we've also got video creation. This is one of the most popular tools because really quickly you can just put in your logo, some text, select an avatar, or upload your own photo, and we'll generate a recommended script that you can edit. Select your voice, accent, gender, refine that text. You can even upload your own background or just select one of the options. You can hide this block if you want it to just have text over image. And you can see there's hundreds and hundreds of different avatars for different scenarios. So have a lot of fun with that and generate video when you're ready. Oh, well, why don't I just do it? That's fine, generate video, here we go. And that takes about 10 minutes to show up. The next one I'll show you is AI quiz generator. So instead of manually pasting in questions and answers, you can actually just paste in a whole bunch of content here and ask it for up to 10 questions at a time. But you can build that up to hundreds of questions if you want. Just in batches, we'll generate those questions. So write questions about this course on Coursebox. Use course content, so you can click that and it will understand what the course is all about as well and generate questions. So that's one way to use our AI quiz authoring. We've also got an assignment generator. So of course you can write assignments manually, but we actually will generate one for you with a grading rubric. So the reason we do that is because it makes it more uniform when admins are doing grading, but also for our AI grading service, it's going to give those uniform pieces of feedback to your learners as well. And you can give it a pass grade or not. We have standard with rubric by default, but you can also change it to a simpler open answer methodology or even multi-criteria assessment, which is really good for registered training organizations, for example. Learners can just simply click to submit their written answer or upload a Word document. Now you might not want the actual submission down the bottom. So what you can do is you can move things around and you can minimize elements, drag and drop and move items around. So I'd probably move that up next to the description. So that's a nice way to do it. Got my description, rubric, assignments over there. And in this case, I've got some additional interactions, but I might choose to delete all that and just have an assignment page. That's probably what I would do. What else? Well, it's really important to know how to publish the course when you're ready. So just click over here, click publish. The default setting is a draft course, and it's always going to be in your drafts, but you can change that to restricted. Restricted mode means that if somebody tries to self-register for your course, let's say you've sent out a link to 100 people, they won't be able to get immediate access. It's going to go through a request and you would need to approve it one by one, or you can upload a spreadsheet of 100 learners and they can get immediate access that way, but it's restricted and private. The next mode is public, where you can publish a course as open access. And if you send that link out, anybody can just put in an email address, set a password, and get immediate access. You can sell the course as well. So we have Stripe and PayPal integrations. So you just need to set those up first and then set a price and off you go. You can even provide a different link. So if people find your page, learn about the course, they can click that, you can send them off to your Shopify store or something like that. And then I can embed my course just like a YouTube video into any other website. And people can just sign up and they won't leave the website either, they'll just stay on your website. So that's a really handy trick. Zapier is a system you can use to automate access. So for example, if you've got a Calendly link you're sending out for bookings, and you want somebody to access an e-learning course or maybe 3 courses or put them into a group, then you can do that through Zapier. If you want to just enroll somebody one at a time, put in an email address, there we go, and then you just click invite and that learner will get an email, they can just set up their password and get access that way. Okay, so that's one great way to create a course. I started from a PDF, click generate, and then I was able to refine the course and start enrolling learners in minutes. And you'll see that I also started using some of those deeper features with the AI, like creating videos. And that's just one of the ways in which you can use Coursebox to quickly generate very deep and interactive courses, publish those and get those out to your audience. Thanks very much.